started, we want to give a special shout out to our national press tier patron,
Starlight.
Yeah.
Yes, even Jack Fed's here to celebrate Starlight. If you want to be shouted out at the beginning of our podcast, go check out our Patreon and select the national press tier option, and you will be shouted out with Starlight at the beginning of our videos. Let's get started. Welcome back to Press Conference. Niru, would you like to introduce our special guests?
Yes. Oh my God. I am so excited. Today we have the iconic, the amazing, incredible Miss Congeniality Demoria, or you know her as Cornbread. And we also have Jack, who is a YouTuber.
The trophy husband.
I like how you just gave it just absolutely nothing. And there's Jack the YouTuber.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Damn, Jack, what'd you do to these people? You said, see, they don't like you either. I mean, not either. They don't like you. I didn't even say either.
Yeah, I already know.
Anyways. As long as you know, we ain't got to explain it. Hello. I'm already nervous. This is about to be chaos. This is about to be trouble. I am going to behave myself, which says a lot. I'm probably the most well-behaved person in this conversation right now. Niru has enough trouble for all of us. So this is about to be
yes.
Okay. Demoria, I have a question.
I didn't do it, whatever it was. I was never there. There's no witnesses. What happened?
I gotta get serious for this one. To quote the great Tamisha Iman, why do you hate me?
Because of things just like that. That right there just sealed it. That alone. And before I got on this call, I liked you. And then you asked me that question and you said by the great. That was the reason. There's no other reason. That's the only option. The only option is hate. There's two levels with you. Hate or absolutely hate how petty you are. So look at your background. Look at your name. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Just so everyone's aware, it says Serena Chacha's legs, and the background is Jiggly blocking Niru, rightfully. Just kidding.
Everybody rightfully clicks that button. I had to click it at least twice. Just for my own sanity. Honestly, just for the internet sanity at this point.
Oh, yeah. The amount of times, oh my God. The amount of times I've had to tell Niru that you don't actually hate them. It's all just an act.
Jack actually told me that. Jack was like, I don't hate them. What? So I was like, where did that come from? I'm like, I literally, if I hated you, I would interact or click the follow button. But Jack knows that. So I was like, no, tell me I don't hate them. I think you're crazy as hell and I enjoy it. But also, I'm crazy as hell. So it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And did you just say thank you? You just say that as a compliment?
Because you're crazy. That's like the best compliment ever.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's the problem. No, we can't be around each other. We can't hang out. We can't do none of that. Because both two crazy people don't get it. Well, no, because Jack's crazy too. And I hang out with Jack. So it might make sense. Now, come on, Jack. Don't try it. Don't even.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No one should. I'm adjusting my camera. I'm not going crazy. I swear. I'm just adjusting my
you all know Jiggly made a new account.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, because she didn't know how to unblock me, so she just made a new account.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The world does revolve around you.
I hope my phone dies eventually. How quickly can I just let my phone die? That's gonna be my excuse. I'm not going to say I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna say, oh no, my phone dead and I do not have a charger. Because my roommate doesn't work at Apple. I'm gonna just pretend I'm not even here.
Yeah.
Gone. But no, I don't hate you anymore. Because you got really good reaction videos. So I can't hate somebody who has good reaction videos.
Right.
You know, how am I supposed to steal them? So I got to pretend I like you until you run out of good videos. So keep it up. Challenge. You know, but yeah, I don't dislike you.
Okay, I gotta control my let's get serious. I am entering my Tyra's what's her name, Tyra Banks era, like when she had her talk show. I'm gonna be serious like her.
No, stop. You can't say I need to get serious and then say I'm getting in my Tyra Banks era. Those things don't go together. So we got to figure out a path. Are we getting serious or we not getting serious? You contradict yourself in one sentence. So we getting serious or we not getting serious? Which one is it?
No, I was thinking of like a serious news reporter, and I thought about the lesbian one, the one that's like
Tyra
with the
Banks?
shortcut. No. She does like on CNN, and I couldn't remember her name, so I went with Tyra Banks.
Fair, a good
I was
option.
trying
Okay,
to-
now let's get serious. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Demoria, you know, it's been a year since you've been on Drag Race. Like season 15 came and went. Look, overall, like throughout the whole year and everything, how has your experience been?
I absolutely hate everything about it. I hated it when I went there, and I hated it after I left. No, I'm kidding. I actually enjoyed it. When I went in, like, I've been in like TV and film like all of my life, so I'm like used to that portion of it. So going into Drag Race, I was like already like mentally prepared to just go in there and treat it like a gig. Yeah, I treat Drag Race like it's like you got booked for a TV show or a film, and not necessarily so deep into like a competition mode, because they'll just like take the fun out of it. I mean, obviously, I had like moments of me like boohooing and shit on stage, but it was all like positive moments in my mind of like releases and things. Those things I did not expect, which like catapulted me into like a different like realm now. But like I have zero complaints about it. Obviously, like the stress and like there's like small things that comes with like any kind of job that you do. But I think doing Drag Race definitely changed a lot for me. But also, I had lucked out more than a lot of people from Drag Race. I did 3 episodes of Drag Race, and I ended up working a lot, and I still do a lot of work, and I get a lot of attention from people who appreciate what I do. And I say I lucked out because it's really hard and like rare to become like one of those people who are like a staple for Drag Race. Like even like now, and I don't consider myself like, oh, I'm one of those kind of people. But like you have like your old school, your Detoxes and your Listens, the people who like started this kind of stuff, the Alaskas and like the Roxys. These are people who created the conversation. Back then, it was easier to become a staple. Now in Drag Race, it's so much happening, and it's like so scarce. Not necessarily scarce, but there's so many queens that it's not scarce to find a drag queen. Back then, it was like, oh my god, this is like something new. So I think when going to the show, people have to use it as a stepping stone instead of like an ending point. And I think that's what I went in there and took it as. So that's what I've been doing this entire time. It's been great. I'm grateful. I enjoyed my time there. Obviously, good times and bad times. You know, my ankle's probably my greatest claim to fame, and I cannot thank this ankle enough, even though I wish I would have stayed and got my money. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been good, I think.
Because you know, I understand now what you went through when you cornbreaded your ankle, because I did it too recently, and it really gave me a different perspective on what you went through. I gotta say.
When I did what?
I cornbreaded my ankle. I'm coining that term.
You make me scared to answer questions because I'm nervous of what the rebuttal is going to be. And this is probably why I'm going to be sitting here nervous this entire time. There's something wrong with you. And I think the world needs to know this. Like, it goes beyond Twitter. Something ain't right. And we got to talk about this. We're going to get off this Zoom meeting once we're done. And we're going to sit down and have a full conversation. And we're going to get to the root of it. Because why would you say that to me? I'm just sitting here telling you the journey, and the first thing coming to your mind, I cornbreaded my ankle, so I know how you feel.
No, I was telling you how, you know, I have a different perspective now of what you went through. I deeply, you know, connect with your story. That was mine.
How? Please elaborate. Please.
Because, you know, when you appeared on the Zoom call after you had to leave, you said, oh, you know, I love you girls. And I could see the pain in your eyes now, because now I went through the same thing. Like, you were smiling, but you were still in so much pain. I understand.
It's like really the exact same situation.
Literally. So much was at stake for you, Niru.
You are one of the funniest people I have ever had a conversation with. There's really something wrong with you.
See, finally someone appreciates me. Amanda and Jack, take it.
Did you break your ankle?
I didn't. Oh, you broke your ankle. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought you just sprained it.
I'm so confused by you,
We have been here for 30 minutes having a conversation, and we have gotten nothing.
We've gone nowhere. We have not even taken off. We're still taxiing.
Niru, I think quickly tell the details of your injury.
Yeah, I think that's
well, I was at an event and it was a very, nice event. Everything was being recorded. I was part of this, escape room thing. And at the end of the whole event, I thought I was going to get my moment when there was a bunch of reporters, people who were like about to take an interview. So I was like, this is how I get discovered. This is what's going to get me on a reality show. And I walked towards them, didn't see the curb, fell flat on my face, and it's all on camera. They recorded it, and it's probably going to get used. So
was there cameras? Were there actually cameras there?
Yeah, it was literally recorded. It's going to end up on YouTube soon. It was an event.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Now my sound is like, wait, but can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wait, so what was it for?
It was for a game called Merge Mansion. And
this is like no, I keep asking you for confirmation because you gaslight the fuck out of me all the time. So I'm trying to make sure. I'm asking like, is that fine?
I'm 100% serious. Like this actually happened. Like I'm 100% sure. Like serious.
Amanda, is this true?
I wasn't there, but it is.
See, I don't know.
It's true.
I don't know.
I have a picture.
I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm pretty sure it's true. So they didn't make me like their +1, so I wouldn't know.
Because you were in Japan. You were literally in Japan, you bitch.
And I was here, so
I was here. Bitch.
So you didn't get invited, Jack?
I didn't know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a YouTuber.
I can't find the picture.
Oh no, I'm about to stand up because I have to let Bosco in the house. I'm literally like right at the door. This is gonna be like, damn, Cornbread disappeared like 19 times. But don't move.
You're fine.
Everybody
you're fine.
pause. Everyone hold their breath.
Yeah.
No breathing.
I'm so sorry.
Trady Bosco. Trade of all trade. Not trade of all trade. Just trade of. I said trade of all trade. I didn't say that word. You go that way. Oh my God. She thought I said something else.
Oh, RuPaul's #1 charting song.
Let me tell you something. I really want to get to this whole situation. And this is what we're not about to do. Okay? We got to find the middle ground. we got now. Because this is not gonna work. But also that I listen to that song every day. My roommate and I literally sing it all around the house. I won't quote what song it is from the Champion album, maybe track 3, maybe track 4, maybe track 6. We don't know which one it is. It's my responsibility to You said what?
Track 4 or 5? 4. I think it's 4.
I was trying to say a bunch of them so people won't know which one it was. But let's be there's a more iconic song. It's My Responsibility is 10 times better.
Oh,
because they got Santino Rice, Michelle, and a bunch of random people dancing to her. I mean, come on, let's be real. I'm just saying, RuPaul got hits out there, and I want to remix all of them. Anyhow,
I can help you. I can provide backing tracks, backing vocals.
You don't want that.
Do not listen to that. Do not take that offer. Take me before you take that, by far.
Let me tell you something. You could be the best recorded artist, studio person I have ever met in my life. If I got to deal with your ass in person for more than an hour, no ma'am. It's not happening for nobody. No ma'am, no ham, no Pam, no turkey. You and I can't be in the same room. It's not happening.
I wonder what's going to happen at DragCon.
We'll have to make it happen. Because
that's why I like you. You don't take no for an answer, no matter how blatant the no is. You don't give a damn. You don't give a fuck. You are a kid. Are we supposed to be reviewing something? See, we having a conversation. We did this on the phone. Although I take that back, that was not an offer. I'm not going to sit and talk to you on the phone because I'll be way more stressed out.
Niru, I think you
And you
need to
know it.
ask one more question before we move to Twitter, and you know which one I'm about to tell you to ask, so I'm not even
Are
gonna
you
tell you.
sure?
Which
you want
one?
Niru to
Oh, I know. Okay,
The
this
question.
is purely this is Amanda's question, by the way. Amanda made me ask this.
I did not. You were the one who talked about it last night.
I never. This I'm innocent. Okay, from your season 14
damn laugh.
cast.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
From your season 14 cast, who would you marry, kill, and buy a house with?
I'd buy a house with Bosco.
Okay.
Not because they're standing over here in the corner. Simply because
Wait,
Bosco's sitting in the corner.
Bosco?
Yeah, you really gotta get your hearing checked.
No,
You gotta get
Niru
your
needs to get
hearing
his
checked.
No, I heard Roscoe. I was like, oh, somebody Roscoe is.
You're a special.
I was hearing Roscoe.
But I would honestly I wouldn't fuck any of them because I'm a bottom. So what I'm not poking nothing. Let's find somewhere to go, girl. Bosco's so chaotic. No, I would actually like live with Bosco because Bosco literally sits in the corner on her phone and sends chaotic videos to people, and like we enjoy our occasional couple of bottles of wine, shoot the shit, and then go about my business. You say kill?
Yeah, kill.
Oh, the real question is which one wouldn't I? Because I take them all out on it at this point. I wouldn't want to have sexual relationships with any of them. None. None. Because we had that one party and we all did. I mean, I'm sorry, what happened? No, that's a real hard question. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Fuck back here. I will move in with Bosco. I wouldn't screw any of them because no. He'll. Oh, yeah, I have to take Carrie out. Something wrong with Carrie. Yeah. We get. First off, this is off the charts, has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
I'll probably even answer your question. Yesterday, we had to teach Kylie that beef only came from cows, but that's a whole nother conversation. And Carrie thought the same thing. Carrie agreed. So that's why Bosco screamed we should kill Carrie because Carrie will take anything and run with it, and it does not make sense. Kylie literally thought beef meant like a certain cut.
Right.
I'm just saying. So,
I love her for that.
The people there were looking at her like, what are you talking about? She was like, well, poultry. There's like turkey and chicken. Yeah. I'm like, well, kind of sort of right on that. And she was like, and then there's like, like beef. Like, we're like, what about buffalo and like bears? I'm like, what? It was a very interesting conversation. That has nothing to do with fuck, marry, or kill, but I had to bring that up because I wanted to kill that conversation. So yeah, live with Bosco. Mary Bosco, she can't steal my clothes or wear any of it. Diabetes, I like diabetes too, although we couldn't live together because she can't have much sugar, and I really like treats, and I would feel very disrespectful if I ate them in her face. So that might not be a good option, honestly. But I don't want to kill her because I like Daya. Orion's cool too. I can live with Orion. I can't live with June.
You can't?
No, June has shopping problems.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I don't. So like I don't want to be in the front. But yeah, did I answer it? Did I do it?
Yes,
what did I win?
you did. Fantastic job.
You win.
Y'all got to edit that down though, because that was a 20-minute.
Oh yeah, answer. I got
it. And honestly, just edit Niru out of this video too.
Yeah, I'll have them completely like muted. Like there'll be a box over where they are right now. I got it.
They will still find a way to be heard. They will find a way to be heard. Come on. I'm sorry, what happened?
So we're just silencing Asian people.
And here it is.
Is that what we're
There are two other Asians on the call. There are two other Asians on the call.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Oh, so that means Jack's not considered. Wow.
You got the right one. So yes, that's what we're doing. I like cancel culture. That's exactly what we're doing. We're silencing you. If silencing all Asian culture is what we have to do to get you to be quiet, that's what we're doing. No,
you know what? I'll take one for the team and I'll do it too. I'll take one.
Now I know what Morgan's going to tell. Now I know how Morgan Spark felt when Michelle Visage took her over her gig.
So you don't want me to
Now
be
I know.
here. Is that what it's giving? You don't want me to be here? Because honestly, I'll leave. I can go. I can
Yeah.
find something else to do.
Her phone could die.
Yeah.
It's not going to. They probably have like at least 16 chargers connected. Niru has at least 16 chargers. That's how messy they are. In order to have that many videos, there has to be like a backup device of storage of reaction video. So I'm pretty sure Niru's phone is gonna be fine. My phone could die for sure. Niru's probably not happening.
You're right. You're right.
But yeah,
Too much of a menace.
just a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
Jack, crazy part. I won't say who it is. But I was in Canada, and someone was like asking me about Jack, obviously, because we cause so much chaos on the internet. And it was like, yeah, but somebody was like asking me about Jack, and I was like, yeah. And it was like, oh, so like, where'd you meet Jack? And we were talking about the whole conversation, and we got into the whole like cultural conversation. Mine just was an Asian person in Canada. I won't say who it is.
I know exactly who it is now.
But they were like, wait, Jack's Asian? I'm like, yeah. And then they clicked and I was like, oh my God, Jack is Asian. I was like, you didn't realize this entire time? I was like, no, it just didn't click in my head. I'm like, how did it not click in your head? Like, it was just the whole, literally, they skip over everything on Twitter. They don't read anything. And I'm like, it makes sense because of the person who it is. It made so much sense.
Anyways,
I'm like, I get it.
Shout out Stephanie. I hope you're doing well.
It's literally Stephanie. I was like Stephanie, but also Stephanie is very much like in one ear, probably one of the best conversations I had, but I'm probably the only one that remembered it.
I love her. I love her so much.
I love Stephanie.
I was like,
love
how do you
her.
not know that? And it's literally on everything. Yeah, Stephanie's crazy.
Yeah.
She's not like Niru. Niru's a different type of crazy. Stephanie's on a different level.
Nobody is like me. They broke the mold once they made me.
And honestly, they sealed it right back up, and I thank them so much for that. Multiple people like you running around, I don't think we'll be able to handle it. Let's be real. Once again, we still keep on going left and never get to what we're supposed to be talking about. And this is the problem. This is the problem. You're the issue.
That's why we need Amanda. Amanda will keep us on track.
Amanda, yeah.
And speaking of myself, it's my turn to ask the questions. So, and they'll be done.
Get some solid answers.
Yeah, that's gonna be done in a professional, quick, like great way. It's gonna blow Niru's whole intro out of the water as usual. So we asked your fans on Twitter to send us some questions. So we've got about 5 or 6 of them pulled for you to ask. So our first question is from Jack Fed. I don't know who.
Oh, I thought it was about to pop up on the screen. I was going to put some lip gloss on it.
No.
It's not that high.
The budget's low.
Yeah, not yet. But
yeah, there we go. That's about the most normal thing you said since we got on this call. Now, what were you saying, Amanda?
Oh, okay. So we got a question from this user named Jack Fed. I don't know who that is, but they said, "Who's that Uggo she's always with?"
First off, don't be talking about my baby daddy. I will fight y'all. Bop, bop, bop. Okay? Don't do that. That's so disrespectful. No matter how much in and out they eat, no matter how expensive their order is, no matter how much ketchup they need for in and out, how much they say don't put nothing on the burger, but somehow it ends up putting 13,000 pounds of smashed up tomatoes and they're not an ugly mofo.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're rude. They're a little shady, a little disrespectful, but they're not ugly.
Oh,
never on time, but they're not.
Okay.
They like to cancel, but they're not ugly.
Like,
wow, Jack, you canceled.
I have never canceled. I have never canceled on you.
Demoria. Granted, I had to show up for work that day, but I didn't cancel. I flew in.
You did. Thank you.
You did.
I've never canceled on you. I don't know what you're.
I never get
about.
invited, so I can never.
First off, that was a question from I was talking to the fan that asked a question on Twitter. That has nothing to do with you. Please take a break. Wow, disrespect.
Sorry, my bad.
Anyway, don't be talking about Jack like that. That's so rude.
So true. So, I hope they learn their lesson.
Jack learned the lesson.
Yeah.
No.
The next question is from Lynn Blossoms, and they want to know, are there any specific brands you'd love to be in ads or model for?
That's
Like
a good question.
that is actually a really question. Like clothes or just a general.
Yeah. You done the Olay. Now what's next? What are your next
Yeah,
goals?
Olay, Fenty. What else?
Don't do too much. Honestly, no, I've done everything that I wanted to. I would also say my own. I think I want to like start my own kind of like branch off of a situation and things. I will work with whoever as long as it's like not disrespectful. Like I want to start like a fishing line. Like I'm obsessed with fishing.
I
want
love fishing.
Shut the
Back in
front door.
Nashville. Next
Yeah, she's
time
fancy.
you come to my house and we can go fishing on my dad's boat.
I don't know
That's
if you understand what
amazing.
you're talking about, baby. I book flights to go to places just for fun. I would just come fly there just to go fishing.
Let's do it.
I used to fish with my uncle literally every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Right after school, we nighttime fish, and then we fish during the daytime.
Oh
We sit
my
on boats and just
God.
like nonstop go and like lakes. So I would love to collaborate with obviously like Probass or like a fishing kind of company because I want my own like fishing line. I want like camos and like fishing shoes and like nature stuff. I'm like really, really big into nature. A lot of people don't know that. So that's probably what place I would love to be a brand with. I would say that. Yeah. Fishing,
Wow.
nature, that kind of
love
moment.
that.
For sure.
That
But
is
let's go
such
fishing.
a good answer. Yes, I'm so serious. Like once our
Me
boat is
too.
fixed, I will be like, come through and fishing trip. Yay.
I would also sit on a lawn chair at the docks or just the edge of the water because there's like smaller fish and more cookable fish that are at the edge of the banks that don't want to go in the middle because there are big fish in the middle, so they get afraid, so they stay at the edge of it. But that's just a long story that I don't want to like talk to your stuff about. But also in the middle of the lake, the sun's like beaming, so if there's like a dock or something, there are fish that are under it because they like the cooler spot. But we could talk about that when we're not on this.
Yeah. No, agree. Fishing from the dock is the easiest and most fun for me. So
I'm here for that. Yeah,
I'm best at that.
But yeah, LA's fishing is. You used to see people in LA. They fish in the in like the beach areas and stuff. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? They do it all the time. It's like that's nasty.
Yeah.
Fishing brands. Oh, Gatorade. I want to do something with Gatorade too because I don't do sports at all. And I would like to do Gatorade. They're like, I got mine too. You two probably can't hold to that because y'all not on the same wave.
Yeah.
But what else? Yeah, Gatorade. I like Gatorade. That'll be a good one.
Oh my God.
What else? That's about it. Yeah.
Brands take notes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want an alcohol. I would love to do an alcohol company too. Oh my God, a wine. A wine would be cute. You know how bougie I was sounding about like a wine brand. I drink too much of it now, but like anyway, keep going. I will ramble on. I get excited about things.
The next question is from Audrey too, and they want to know, how did Cornbread get involved with Brandon Rogers? That's how I found out about her, and I've loved her ever since.
First off, Audrey too, literally Little Shop of Horses, the first musical I did. It's my favorite musical. I have so much memory of Little Shop of Horses running around my house. But that's not what we're talking about here. I keep like adjusting my hair to make sure it's okay and there's nothing wrong with it. I got started with Brandon Rogers, so I was doing drag for 3 weeks, and I was doing drag for 3 weeks, and one of my friends produced this music video for artists who no longer talks to me anymore because they have problems. I will not say their name, MC Crumb Snatcher. But anyway, I did the music video for them, and Brandon was there at the table. Fun fact, you never know who you're around. I had no clue who Brandon was because I wasn't like big on like a YouTube situation at the time or like social media. I wasn't as chaotic as I am now. And it was a few other Drag Race girls, some Dragula girls, and myself at the video shoot. And I was 3 weeks in. My friend said the only way I will produce your video is if you put Cornbread in. It was me trying to get a name for myself. And Brandon ended up doing it because I guess the person worked for Brandon one time before. So Brandon was like, okay, sure, I'll show up. And we sat at the table and we smoked Brandon's weed pens. And I realized, like, oh, this person's a pothead. Brandon pulled out 3 weed pens and was just literally smoking 3 different ones at the table. And we ate monkey bread. There was like this loaf of monkey bread on the table. So we just kept like plucking at it and eating it. And then Brandon says to everybody at the table, I would love to work, with y'all, come do some stuff. And they were giving very much, oh, connect your people with mine kind of energy. And I guess they didn't realize who Brandon was either. I didn't know he was. And I'm just like eager, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I want to work with you. I don't know what it was, but I just want to like get a name for myself and follow him at this spot there. And he was like, yeah, come do this video. And then they all noticed that Brandon was like, damn had 1 million followers on Instagram and didn't realize how big he was on YouTube. And from there, it went from my people commenting your people to, oh my God, yeah, we should definitely work together. He was like, no, she's the only one that was like, yeah, I'll do it, and didn't have a clue what I was asking about, who I was, and it was like very natural. Did one video for him, it was like a quick spot, and he kept saying everyone kept quoting everything I was saying, and hired me on from then. And then it went from one video to nonstop. And if you watch Brandon's videos, chronological order of the ones that I'm in, you can see my start of my drag career all the way up until now, because we still film together through. So my evolution of drag, and even my evolution of like drag races in all of Brandon's videos. So I tell people all the time, I love RuPaul's Drag Race, and obviously like catapulted my career. But I think I would not be the drag queen I am, or as good at being chaotic as I am, had I not worked with Brandon. Brandon's probably like the biggest teacher that I've had like in all of my life when it came to career stuff. Probably the greatest person I've ever worked with. Chaotic, but the best person I've ever worked with.
That's
Insane,
incredible.
but best person I ever worked with. And I'm not talking about Niru, I'm talking about Brandon. All those things can describe me as well. But yeah, he's the best. So yeah, we still work together. We're actually filming, I think tomorrow. That's the gag. So we film something tomorrow, and then 2 weeks after that, film something else. So I'll never stop working with Brandon. I will take Brandon's call and say yes to him before I say yes to like any amount of money if he needed me to do it. It's probably the most like peaceful place for me. So yeah, he's my favorite. He's cool. He all right or whatever.
Demoria, I first saw you on a React video where it was like a bunch of kids react to Drag Race or something. I forgot what it was. It was like a
The
specific
Fine
thing.
Bros?
I think it was that. And I don't know if you remember, but I mean, it was like a bunch
they paired us with I it had to click for me. They paired us with like teenagers and people who like have never seen Drag Race, and some people who have and to react to videos.
That was the first time I ever like I saw you in a thing, and after that I was obsessed. I fell in love.
I was chaotic then, and that was like way before me even thinking about Drag Race. Like nowhere near that time we were like watching those clips, and I knew some of the people from Drag Race because like I met them from around LA, just like me and myself, and like obviously performing here. But yeah, it's so crazy. I watched that video now. I watched all those old videos of me like talking about like Drag Race stuff and not even having in my mind of wanting to go to like now. It's like such a big switch. And even the kid, there was one kid I did the video with, and Ulysses, and he has kept kind of contacting me since then. And has like always been a fan of like Drag Race, and then he was a fan of me, and he would like come to see brunches because he's like obviously not old enough at the time, but he could go see brunches and stuff because kids are allowed at drag brunches, and drag is for everyone. And so he'd come to the brunches, and he's literally kept up with me since then. And he laughs because he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm friends with Cornbread," and no one believes it, like his friends, but like him and I have been cool since then. So that video brought a lot out for me mentally, and like, you know, wanting to be on shows and stuff like that because I thought it was cool. It was a good one. Yeah. It was a really good one. And there was like there was one kid here that clearly a pothead, and he was dragging Pickle. There's a drag queen in LA named Pickle, and he was dragging Pickle by accident. So Pickle goes like, "Oh, drag. So you have any question?" And he looks down and goes, "Yeah. Weren't you wearing any shoes?" And no one knew that Pickle didn't have any shoes, but he was like clocking her for not wearing heels and stuff. And I was like, "Oh, you messy." But he's like a straight kid who knew nothing about drag and didn't even realize he was dragging her. So that was a really good video. I enjoyed that one. It was so good. It was so
I love it.
Yeah.
And our last question from Twitter is from Louis Boy. And they want to know, are you going to follow through on your promise to go back on All Stars with the iconic Mystique look?
That was me trying to be frozen, like I'm not going to answer the question. Yeah, no, I want to do it badly. I will do it, but like I'm not going to like update it. I'm going to ask Mystique, can I borrow it if it ever happens? I'm going to get Gato black pants. I'm going to put flour on it because she had flour on it from the acting challenge. And I'm going to do my makeup just like she did hers, and I'm going to have that wig on that she had. I will literally do it full throttle, just as like, no shade, rough as she did back then. I find enjoying that, you know, it's good to like reference things that happened before you and like things that make people talk. Like even more Mystique. Mystique was saying it now. She's like more people like paying attention to her off of that crazy ass tweet, and it's like people should have been from like the generation of drag that watches things now have been paying attention to people in the past. And a lot of the newer people don't watch the older seasons, and they probably don't understand what great drag is if you weren't watching the old season when the girls were giving wet seal and wearing just as much makeup as Marsha. It's like it was a whole moment. But I like Mystique. Mystique is great and should get lots more attention. Iconic lines and stuff. So yeah,
I'm excited. I want, when you go on Drag Race All Stars, I want there to be a makeover challenge, and I want
you said when I go. So what you know that I don't know?
No, when you go, I want there to be a
Niru actually works for World of Wonder now.
I know it, and I've been saying that. Cetera worked for World of Wonder too. I know it. Cetera run all the pages, and they keep calling Cetera Cedera, and I have to correct a lot of people on that too. But they're not here. We'll talk about that later. I'm like Cedera. I'm like just reading the name Cetera. But yeah, I know you work for World of Wonder. So what you know that I don't know? You know from
all right.
For the top four, let's do the top four after we do the others.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll start with the other girls. For the other contestants,
so demanding. Oh my god.
I know it's hard working with a diva.
If I don't put my foot down, nothing happens on this podcast.
Wow, it's almost like you're the one who's having to control the time management and not me.
Oh, the girls are fighting,
and I'm here to watch it all.
Okay.
If you're not getting the unedited version of this podcast, you're only getting half the story.
Okay, so for the girls who are not in the top four, except for Aura, we'll just quickly go through them. Like say 8 regurgitate.
Wow.
Demoria, you can say what you want, and then we're just gonna like quickly run through. So first up, we have Amethyst's look, that black and pink pop star like look. What do you think of that?
So I saw it on the red carpet, and I was like, okay, cool. It's like a cute little moment for Amethyst. I didn't know she revealed it to the thing for the runway because obviously we didn't get to see that portion, but I actually liked it. I would give it an 8 for Amethyst. I would say she had like a little snack. She was at the vending machine. She ordered a good couple of Pringles or so.
I agree.
Yeah, I think she ate.
Is it a reference to Hilary Duff and Lizzie McGuire, or is that off base?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Wait, is it?
Sad fact, I've never actually watched the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh, me either.
But like I knew Sugar and Spices was, but I didn't recognize this one. I thought this was like Britney. Well, it's not Britney, I thought it was a Britney era.
McGuire.
Oh yeah, no, maybe it's not. It's not. Don't listen to me. It's not that reference.
Lizzie McGuire will never be Hannah Montana.
Oh.
Lizzie McGuire will never be Hannah Montana. I'm telling you. Hannah Montana 8, she outsold.
Well, honestly, Hannah Montana isn't even Hannah Montana. So.
Oh, Miley, sorry. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd definitely just sit there and honestly pick somebody's suitcase because it's like you spent the money on that stuff anyway. Why the fuck not? And it's just like I wouldn't get nothing made from finale. Baby, I done lost. The money was spent. Y'all about to get something out of my suitcase, and we're gonna call it a day. So that's what they should have did. So I wonder if that came out their suitcase. I want to ask them that question honestly.
Yeah.
Like who just said this is for my package?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it.
No,
but yeah, like that. And who we got next? Who the next girl?
Next we have Aura Mayari.
Honestly, no, I'm kidding. I actually love the look. But like I've liked all of like Aura stuff. Aura has like really, really good taste and good people making her stuff. That black dress was absolutely insane. The hair was like stunning. Makeup was always great. Came with a message, a big ass fan message, a humongous fan message, which made so much sense and was so like prominent to what's happening in today's time, especially being from playing in Nashville and being like in the middle of all that chaos. But yes, obsessed, beautiful, 8 for sure, stunning.
I agree.
8, devour, everything.
She was like, "You're gonna see this fan. You are going to see this fan on this main stage."
Mind you, you walk down, you got to go right back, baby. She had to stay there for a while because they got a real long good glimpse of it. But that was a smart thing to do. Adds more TV time to it too because that's the message that they want to get across and it's very important. So very smart.
I agree.
So smartly done.
I love her so much. All right, and next we have Irene Dubois in her fairy look.
Yes, all the like fairy fly situation thingy, beautiful, absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Always 8, yeah, for sure 8. It's Irene. Irene has phenomenal drag. Still, in my opinion, think the worst thing happening was Irene going home that early because honestly, Irene's drag race package was going to be insane, and I know Irene knows to make stuff too, so I know the sewing challenge would have been great. Dare to say, probably would have been Sweetheart. Relax. Definitely would have been the most insane package for the season.
Oh, 100%.
Because it would have been flawless across the board, which probably would have been hard to get her in the bottom unless you really wanted her there, other than making ice water, because like the looks were it. It was, and Irene's makeup is nuts too. Like I will always give Irene 10,000 billion 100 million eights devoured, munched, crunched, came to eat the lunch for sure.
Munch, munch, crunch, crunch.
Next we
Jax.
have Jax.
The denim,
Yeah,
look,
the
very well
denim.
constructed. I saw it in person. 8 for Jax, because there's a lot of things Jax didn't like on the runway for the season. There's a lot of things I didn't like from Jax on the run for the season, but they're very honest about that. And I think this look definitely like complimented Jax very well. Looked great on them. They knew how to shape themselves. They knew how to construct, and it still gave that drag element, but also that kind of like fighter element. Random, but I still think Jack should play aggressively in the masculine version of a lot of things, because when they did the Jax look, literally the fighter look on the runway, was one of the most like epic things visually to see such a feminine face and like a feminine like drag artist in such a masculine kind of build with like a touch of femininity to it. Ooh, that was a word. But like has nothing to do with this particular category. But I really hope Jax plays along with that a little bit more, because it's a style of drag that we don't see often. And we kind of got like a glimpse of it when Crystal Method did the whole muscle thingy. I think it was like the workout
Phenomenal
thing.
feel.
Yeah.
Phenomenal feel. It's like that kind of like mix was like of masculine and feminine energy. In that case, get drag king on Drag Race. But also, I think Jax should definitely play with that. You know, like a bodybuilding woman. It was
like Selena's entrance look. What?
You know how to stir a pot, don't you? Who's next? We're not doing this.
Yeah, let's avoid controversy. Let's not get you blocked by another queen.
You said
Niru.
avoid controversy in this one over here. I was about to say it's gonna be a new block thing behind the head next time we have a conversation. But yes, I love Jack's look.
Yes. Next we have Lucy Laduka in her spooky look.
Insane. In person was absolutely nuts. It looked nuts in person. It was beautiful, well done. I was talking about the tweet where somebody said they broke Lucy, and then this is what we got from it. I'm so upset with that. But people were shocked, and I'm like, there's no need to shock. She's always talking about being a horror fan. She even did horror on the runway. That was something that people like geared towards for them when they were there. So it's a smart move to play on that. Beautifully done. 8 devoured, and definitely looked dead. It looked very, very dead.
Agreed.
Like it was scary in person.
Yeah.
And she also said she was cosplaying. But yeah, definitely great. 8 munched, crunched, and decayed.
Yeah. Agreed.
I like when Spooky Laduka appears. I like that.
Spooky Laduka
is the best.
Yeah, me too.
Spooky Laduka did the thing. But yeah.
Next we have Malaysia Baby Doll Fox in that beautiful gown.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns, lots of them. She looked great in that. The hair was correct and the dress was correct. Always fits very well. It was beautifully like made. Shaped her well. Good job, like phenomenal. She ate for that one too.
8.
And next we have Marsha and her red dress. Lots of red dresses today.
Lots of red dresses, and there wasn't a memo. And I enjoyed this one too. I don't think all drag has to be like insane. Once again, I wouldn't spend that much money if I didn't make a girl just get me out of here and get it done. Beautiful. I think she aged. I love the references, the images, and I love the amount of makeup that she had on her face. And that was my favorite thing. It was like, girl, I'm gonna play in y'all face. Y'all tried it the entire season because the makeup was not that bad.
Yeah.
And we talk about little makeup. There's a lot of women who didn't put a lip gloss and lotion on. And that's not what we're talking about here. But yes, loved it. Beautiful, great reference, phenomenal outfit. Looked well made, from what I can see. I also wasn't wearing my glasses, but it was a very beautiful look.
Also, did you like the beekeeper hat? It looks like it's like a beekeeper.
Who's next?
Next, we have Princess Poppy and her Regina George prom look.
Niru stresses me out. That look was great. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
No, this is actually serious. I saw Regina George 2 days ago. Literally. So I was a +1 for a premiere.
Another thing I don't get invited to.
I'm sorry.
No. So I was a +1. I was a +1. I was a +1 to someone. And it was like an after party. A movie called Hey God, It's Me, Margaret. It was like a white people movie.
And somebody said they extended an invite to you. I'm just want to clarify before we keep going. Like on purpose.
Yeah, people love me. People love me.
Hard to believe,
I
know.
ate so much, but I was like this far away from Rachel McAdams, Regina George.
How far?
Huh? For like 10 seconds, she went to the VIP area, but I was still in the same room.
Mentally, you're that close, and I'm here for it. Princess Poppy looked amazing. It looked really clean in person. The makeup was beautiful. The hair was beautiful. Everything was stunning. Complaint across the board for everyone. No one really wore perfume, and it kind of pissed me off. They didn't smell bad, but like no one put on a scent to compliment their look, and that stressed me out. But yes, 8 Munch Crunch. Princess Poppy literally started to become iconic as soon as they said they're going to drop drag, which is crazy. Like, how do you start doing great things after you say it's time to leave? But phenomenal job. Did a good job.
It's just nice to see Princess Poppy somewhere, like it's...
What's next? You got to stop giving the last sound bites because they all just in everything we say in trouble.
All right, next we have Robin Fierce. Incredible.
Stunning, beautiful, 8 Munch Crunch. Probably one of my favorite looks that was there.
Yeah.
Super clean, super stunning in person. The hair complemented well, shaped her well. Filled every kind of area, angle, and place. I'm talking, don't you gotta lick my damn chin. Stunning, beautiful. Munch Crunch 8. Probably one of my favorite looks that was there. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely envy everything about it. I want it. Look, girl, stop licking my damn mouth. Phenomenal. Yes, great. Phenomenal. Nothing bad to say about it. Nothing.
Oh, yes.
Sweetheart, chill. You don't hear me talking to these people.
It's funny they go silent when you ask the question. All of a sudden it stops. Next we have Selena S titties in what I'm reaching here, but I'm pretty sure it's the Barbie that you could get when you would get a Barbie cake, because I had one that looked just like this when I was like 8.
Is that the reference?
So that's what Selena says the reference was, but I still think it was still a jab at her telling Ross to eat her ass faggot. And I think it all blew didn't go the way she wanted to. So she was saying it was the Barbie cake, but that was definitely her having a chunk of her ass eaten out. And with the little sliver in the thing, and Ross was right there in the front row, and it just kind of backfired in the place where she did not want it to go. But when we first walked in, the part of that gown stuff was on the floor. So I walked past it when Jack was going downstairs, and I was like, I know damn well she's not wearing it. It was in my head, I thought it was gonna be the worst thing on the planet. And Jack was like, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, Jack, that shit was atrocious. I was scared, and I was gonna tell Selena here at Bartless. But then she put it on, and it all made sense. But when I first saw it, I was so nervous. Jack was like, Cornbread, it's not that bad. I guess Jack saw something I didn't see. But when she put it on, I was like, oh my God, this is actually it's a beautiful concept.
No, I saw the same thing. I was just trying to be as nice as possible. But it was because when we were walking in, she was in the corner and she was facing the corner, so we didn't see the cake part. It just looked like a dress.
It just literally looked like a bunch of stuff thrown on top of post hair. But you didn't see what the concept was. Great concept.
Great concept.
Yes, it was the Barbie cake that everyone got. And it was definitely not a reference to her saying Ross should eat her ass, and then it backfired. And so she was like, well, I paid for the dress and I got it made, because if she would have settled in and said, yes, that's what I said, then that would have been even more iconic to say, you know. Yeah.
Iconic nonetheless. Next we have Sugar in her like devil look.
Yes, I thought that was first off, I thought it was Spice.
Is it?
Yeah, Spice. Yeah, Spice was in the devil.
Oh my god, Niru! Niru made the dog and it said
Oh, I saw it. And I screenshot it. And I got it for a reason. And I will be using it.
Oh my gosh.
But also, how iconic it would have been if Sugar would have came as Spice and Spice would have came as Sugar, but like also
that would have been funny.
Would have been so genius because no one would have known. But loved it. I love Spice's look, the devil one. Absolutely beautiful. The makeup was stunning. It was such a good it's so smart because like they do so much of the similar things when it comes to makeup, because that's their shtick and that's their thing. But it made me so happy to see that it wasn't just an outfit change and a variation. The makeup was completely different from what Sugar was, and I really hope, obviously aesthetic wise, and like, you know, get your money and do what you need to do. But I hope they start going on this path, because you can still be twins in this and still have that individuality about it. Sugar looked like that was what she wanted to give, and Spice looked like that's what she wanted to give. And I obsessed, ate with the makeup. I thought the makeup was stunning. I love the paled out version of it, and honestly, one of the best mugs I've seen in a very, very long time. Sticking with makeup. They're very sweet. They're super nice. One of the greatest interviews I did, great conversation. They were trying to make me interview them together. I was trying to force a way to do it separately because I wanted to talk to each one of them individually, because they're still individual drag queens, but to do their own thing. But they're great. Ate the carpet, ate everything, personality, their geniuses, their marketing geniuses, phenomenal. Which brings us to Sugar. Sugar did exactly the same thing. Beautiful, stunning, well made. Looked like themselves, looked very individual, beautiful dress. And it was like obviously angel and devil moment, but it was just such a sit. It was like such a seated and grounded look for both of them. Beautiful, super amazing.
Agreed. 888. And we have two more people to look at. This next one, their name's Cornbread. Have you heard of them before?
Probably not, honestly.
They're kind of underground.
I don't keep up with these squad people. Oh, that makes sense. They might be like up and coming. Oh my gosh, that's June's look.
I thought it was so hilarious, the reference with what the makeup that you want Congeniality on with the lion.
Well, fun fact, if you look at those pictures, every last one of those pictures, I'm gripping the flowers and everything behind because one of my nails is missing, because someone had one of my claws. They were responsible for taking them out of my bag. They had everything laid out. They decided to sit here and play in wigs and all this other stuff. So I don't
No.
So did we not find it once we got back?
You'd be fired in a day at Play Nashville. You'd be fired. You'd be out.
Who was supposed to get the claw out? Whose responsibility? Who asked me could they do it? And I said, yeah.
I was digging.
Anyway, what's gone? What's missing? I was so stressed out about my nail, I left the RuPaul's chocolate bar in the dressing room.
I was digging in your purse.
Wow, you really really ruined
I could not find that claw. Not my fault. It was a honest mistake. It was a mistake.
It cost you a whole finale look.
Just because it was an honest mistake doesn't mean it wasn't a mistake.
I made up for it.
I could have avoided everything.
Right before you left, I gave you the chicken necklace, and you got multiple compliments on it. So
wow,
I see that makes up for it.
Wow.
I put the chicken necklace on because I'm the one who wore it on Drag Race. You didn't give me the chicken necklace. Last time I checked, I gave you a chicken necklace that you got compliments on at Play. So let's not do that, young man. Anyway,
gather.
We'll talk later. We're gonna have to talk
about this.
Why did you bite my wrist? Damn, my dog hear me talking about Jack, so they bit my wrist. Why would you do to my dog? Rude.
I think that's a sign.
A question for you.
What's up,
Cornbread? So why did you pick June's this particular outfit?
Because it would distract everyone from my face. The outfit was so terrible. It was terribly made. It looked awful. I did not know it was that bad when she dropped it off. I realized why she went home, because of this outfit. There was no hem, there was no seam, there was like a one stitch in the fabric and a stretch thing. So I figured if I wore this, it'd be distracting. People would be like, oh my God, the lion face. They'd be like, oh my gosh, she wore June's thing, which gave my finale more things to talk about. Because I didn't want to wear my dress for Congeniality on the carpet because I know that comes out way before. But yes, that outfit was fucking awful. A mess. Like, wasn't worth the carries for that sewing channel, but that one was bad.
You know, next time what you should wear? Kerry Colby's Spring Has Sprung look. If you remember that one. The one where she goes, I think that'd be a really iconic.
Leave me alone. You're chaotic.
Let me take you out of this. Let me save you from the wrath of Niru for a second. Yes. So
I didn't think Carrie wanted to wear that. What happened?
Okay. So next we have Willow Pill on the red carpet with the big shoes to fill.
Beautiful 8 months crunch, all that stuff. We were back there with the outfit and the shoes, and the shoes are actually pretty hollow. There's a pair of Vans on the inside that she just steps into. Beautiful outfit, phenomenal. She was standing on my ankle the entire time we're on the red carpet talking. She thought I was joking. I was being so serious. She tried to ruin my life twice. Beautiful look, amazing. 8 months crunch, stunning from head to toe.
Yes,
I love
I
that.
agree. And then
Beautiful.
lastly,
so
we have her step down look. The Willow.
Stunning, beautiful, amazing,
God.
very well constructed, beautiful in person. 8 months crunched. I was super excited to see that on the stage. We sat in the back and we talked about blush or no blush for her face. Like hearing her talking so like detailed to how she does things. It's like, do I want to get this image off or do I want to get this image off? And it goes down from the outfit up into the makeup, the nails, and like all of it. Just like such a like the makeup was already done. It's just like, do I want to add more of this blush and do it like this, and the freckles that will give this look, or we can go with this look. It was such a well conceptualized look, and she puts a lot of time and effort into it. She was super happy, like trying it on and was going crazy in the back. Oh my God, it looks so beautiful. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
It was great. She literally felt herself for that one. It was good.
The makeup was so good. She did not want to take it off because she was feeling it. It was like phenomenal.
Really, really good.
Aggressively feeling herself. It was hilarious. And she's like the most modest person on the planet, and she was even modest while talking about it, but she was just like, I look so fucking hot. She was so excited.
This might, I think this is my favorite look on Drag Race of all time. I think.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I really like it a lot.
It's stunning.
Mine was June's entrance look, but I can agree.
No, mine is Serena Chacha season 5, the looks she made.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Panama look where she came in with the
tiny flag.
And these were showing with a tiny flag.
That's
the best look ever.
Serena was actually hired to make all of Angina's wigs for season 1. And now Angina's like a famous ball queen because none of them showed up. Because she doesn't respond to the message after she gets your money. What's the next look? We already get to them all.
Okay, our next look is, we're going to the top 4 now. So we have Anitra.
Beautiful, amazing, stunning. Loved it. She ate, fit her well. I was glad to see her in that instead of a bodysuit with something on his left shoulder and something on the right hip. It was amazing.
I loved
Cultural.
it. Very beautiful. I agree.
Smart way to break a cultural thing too. Should have been doing that the entire season. But yeah, that was a beautiful look. Great job.
Yeah.
I
agree. Next we have Mistress Isabel Brooks in that silk liquid.
The material, you can't even describe it, love, because we're seeing it in person. It wasn't silk. It wasn't, you could not tell what it was. It was like some kind of like hybrid of like vinyl and cotton. It was nuts. Very reflective like that, moves well. 8 months crunch. It was stunning head to toe. Mistress's face and skin was like the most airbrushed, flawless, symmetrical, nothing out of like it was so weird looking at her in person because everybody obviously comes up and thank God they put a filter on that red carpet for the people that had to interview. But I don't understand how Mistress got her makeup look like that. Like it's so evenly done, and the white on her cut crease is like extremely white, and the eyeliner is like someone like literally like drew it on like a like one of those computers where you just like it looked so like
Yeah.
symmetrical and like even. Probably the best makeup I've seen up close that did not look like it was it was creepy. Like how good it
Yeah,
was.
no,
Yeah.
agree. If you like, oh my God, she was at
Love
Play
Mistress.
like 2 weeks ago, and I just could not believe that her makeup was real. And like, nothing, also invincible. Like, you can sweat through it, and it
Yeah.
looks just like it was like when she first applied it. She's invincible. Like, oh my God, I just love her.
Makeup's insane.
Need her secrets.
Yes.
I love her too. Yeah.
Yes.
Good tips. Good makeup, small heels. Phenomenal. Good girl.
Yes. Next, we have Lux Noir London in her pink and white look.
I love the pink and white look. It was funny because we saw it just tiptoeing on the stage for rehearsal the day before. We're like, oh my God, this literally is like Willow's outfit. It's like very similar to it. And even Lux was like, oh my God, you got on my outfit. It was so funny for them to see those. Looked great, looked phenomenal on her. Love her concept, love how she did it. Also has like really beautiful makeup too. Like I like the techniques that they do to like structure their face. Like really cool. 8 months crunch. It was great and was feeling themselves too. But also one of the best interviews like to have. They obviously kept a bunch of stuff in there, but like they definitely end up complimenting 99% of everybody else on the carpet with them more than talk about themselves. And we know how much Lux likes to talk about themselves. So it was like great seeing. I didn't know like real Lux, and so it was like great to see that. 8 months crunch, phenomenal, looked great. 10.
Yes.
I give it to her.
Agreed.
And then we have the legend, the iconic Sasha Colby.
Oh my God.
Love the outfit. Love the hair. She ate. Okay, let me give you something you can use real quick.
So you don't like the face?
Oh, no, sickening. Loved it. Ate. Sasha was great. Loved everything about it. But also the hair and the outfit were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes, devoured. Oh my gosh.
So whose performance was your favorite out of the?
I didn't watch him.
Oh, you didn't watch?
I didn't watch him. I just watched the final lip sync and said, "Cool." Now, honestly, my favorite part of the performance is probably Anitra breaking that guy's knee. I really like Sasha's performance. I'm so sorry. That slipped out. I didn't even mean to say that. It was 100% an accident. But Anitra did kill somebody on stage. But
you know,
that's why I'm like, you're not getting that $200,000 because you gotta go pay for somebody. You gotta go bill. I really loved Sasha's performance.
Yes.
She did a really good job. Sasha has a way of not lip syncing in her performance, but she'll perform the hell out of it because she definitely missed 75% of the words. I feel like I want to talk about Sasha hater, but Sasha did great. Sasha was insane. The hair, the stuff that they were doing with it was like fucking insane. Like the references were amazing. Lux's performance is cute too. It's one of those interesting things where like all performances were good, but you can tell which ones were set for a top and set for not to make it a top. If we're gonna be quite honest, like I think the amount of shock value in it was different across the board, which was insane, you know. And I feel like choreography was like done a certain way, and trying to put it in the best way possible. Like the level of what was put into it was different, and I feel like the production value behind Sasha's was phenomenal.
Yeah,
and like insane, and it was a piece that just made sense. But I know Sasha probably went in that room and said, "Okay, cool, but I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this."
Yeah.
And I wish more people on Drag Race had the huevos, if you will, or the cojones, if you will, or the courage to go in there and say, "I like that, but let's do this. I like that, but can we add this?" Because I know sometimes you get scared to like not want to like step on production's toes, but that's not stepping on anybody's toes. I think it's just like stand up for yourself to make sure you know, okay, if I want to be this now and I want a good chance, give me this gimmick and give me this kind of flashy moment and give me this. So yeah, I feel like Sasha went in the room and definitely had control over what she wanted because Sasha, you need to relax, sweetie. There's nothing over my shoulder for you. Chill, 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 relax.
Sasha,
but yeah.
by far was the best performance in my opinion. Like nobody
Beautiful.
can
It was
Agreed.
insane. It was like it was a well curated package for sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
So good.
100%. So, moving on to the top two, Anitra and Sasha Colby were going to head-to-head in battle, and Lux and Mistress were eliminated. What were your thoughts? Did you agree with this placement?
I would say yes in the sense of how do I put it? I feel like you can say it's like a lip sync and performance thing, but honestly, I think those final four performances is just a way to say here are our top four, give them performance. Because
Yeah.
in my opinion, those top two should have been top two off of track record. And there's a lot of seasons. The last few seasons, it's been like one win people. Willow was a one win contestant. Who else was a one win that just
Candy had one win on 13.
Or
for season 14?
SmackDown. That was a lip sync SmackDown.
Wait, who was it, Basco? Evie was a one win too.
Yeah.
Like so it's like it's been a lot where like people have been like consistent.
One
who
win.
was did Kylie have one?
Yeah, I only have one. Unfair, I know, but
that's insane. Well, so it's like to me, track records has always been like, you know, oh my god, I want my track records. I think track records should play some part in it. If you're doing consistently well, or you're like up there in the rankings with challenge wins and stuff, and if you go home, you go home. But like that should play a heavy factor in it. So that, in my opinion, it shouldn't be like, oh, we're going to have our top four performances and thinking that weighs in on the judging, because I personally don't think it does.
Yeah.
If in this case, because the wins were the wins, if that makes sense. I think Anitra had 3, Sasha had 4, the other 2 had 1. So it just, if I'm making sense, I think they need to word it differently. And just say the lip sync for the crown. We're going to have a final performance. That's our last hurrah. I'm going to pick my top 2, and they're going to lip sync. So yeah, I agree with it. It is what it is. Track record wise, those 2 should have been there. Performance wise, prior to Anitra breaking the kneecap, would have been just as insane and crazy as Sasha, because I've seen some of the lips and stuff like that. So yeah, agree with it. I'm here for it. But yeah.
Yes.
Do better with the naming of it all.
Anitra breaking the leg was spoiled by Nisha. Nisha, she spoiled it.
No way! You almost just slipped and said something.
What you about to call it? What you about to call it just now? Eliminated?
Elimination. It's just that name is so funny.
Wow.
It just slips out.
Okay, Niru, steering away from that. Let's veer to something else.
But no, I did agree with the tops. I enjoyed the top 2. I enjoyed their performances as well, from what I could hear, because I couldn't see shit. Yeah.
Yes. And so then the final lip sync was Knock on Wood by Amy Stewart, Sasha versus Anitra. What are your thoughts on this lip sync and with Sasha Colby's?
I got to watch it back. Yeah, I got to watch it back. Sasha did a really good job in the lip sync. And Anitra did a phenomenal job in the lip sync as well.
Yeah.
Obviously you have to like chop and screw things, not necessarily to make one person look bad, but like you have to highlight your winner. And I think you have to understand you're highlighting your winner to show why they won, not necessarily highlighting them to say, oh, I just want them to have like the good parts, because sometimes you probably do that. But Sasha had such a it was more, Sasha wasn't battling, Sasha was performing, and Anitra just happened, like, not saying she's like outshining Anitra that much, but like I think Anitra was there having a battle. And I think Sasha's mindset switching it to just, I am performing, I'm hitting this mark, I am hitting this mark, I'm hitting this mark, I'm going to do this right here, was well thought out and planned. It's just knowing your spatial awareness. Okay, she's right here, I need to do this over here. And Sasha just looked like she was literally performing a solo number in her head, or for Anitra, it was the pressure of, I'm battling, this is like war, let me go ahead and go in for that. So I think the way Sasha approached it was very smart. And then Anitra did great. She did fucking phenomenal, and would have like 8 for a lip sync battle. But it's just the level of where Sasha plays everything was good. I really wish Anitra's reveal worked better. And she would be able to grip the ribbon and do it. And even like Sasha's reveal having like a little stuck moment. still used it to make it a part of the performance. And very smart. Also wish Sasha wouldn't reveal out of the damn big ass coat so soon, because it was very much you blink and it was gone, and that coat was so well executed and made and was a part of it. But yeah, good lip sync battle. Sasha definitely took it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sasha had to have spatial awareness so she wouldn't get hit by Anitra swinging around her bedazzled heart.
Yeah, and it was even like prior to her moving that, it was like so smart, like the laying on the coat and like the flipping it.
Oh, that was my favorite part. It was so smart. I would have never thought of that.
So,
because
that's a Kylie Sonic love move. If you ever see Kylie perform, Kylie reveals out of a big fur coat. Nita, what did you say? Because I know it's something messy, and I'm coming back to it. Kylie reveals out of this big fur-esque coat.
Yes.
She does like flips in like very sexy outfit, and then she goes and she does a backflip and like lays down, kind of like Jack does, but with a little bit more grace to it. She does the backflip and she lands on the jacket, and then does her thing, and just money everywhere. And so seeing Sasha do that reminded me of Kylie so much, because that's something I see Kylie do all the time in the clubs, and I'm obsessed with it. And people go crazy over it. Such a smart move.
I love
very
that.
beautiful way to use
Kylie.
it.
Oh my gosh.
That is so amazing.
Yeah.
So the winner of season 15 is Sasha Colby. Any thoughts on that? Anybody? Anyone disagree?
No.
No, I'm here for it. I'm with it. Could have went a lot of ways depending on what it was, but I think it was the hype and the setup from the jump kind of spearheaded to be, we kind of knew what was happening. It was just how it was going to happen. I do think the other queens of the season were reasons why the season was so much good TV per se. Like it's like all the moments and all the dramas, all the quotes and stuff came from the other queens, where Sasha was sit in the corner, do what she needed to do, and compete. I think her mindset was so much different. She's such like a professional, like a pageant person, and has done all these things and has like lived the years and experience of drag, she's like trial and tribulation. I think she's smart to go in there with the mindset of, y'all can do all of that. I'm going to focus on what I came here for. And Sasha literally clocked in and clocked out, and has always been sweet, has always been humble, and carried that through the competition as well. So I think a really good choice to win. Genuinely think she was a good choice to win it. I was really strongly rooting for Anitra as well. I would be happy if Anitra won it as well. But I think the approaches were very different. Anitra was not in drama. Sasha wasn't in drama. Their approach was spearheaded for the competition, and just Sasha had a different way of finessing it, which was very smart of her. So good win. I loved her hat and her dress for the red carpet too.
Yes.
I would love to see Sasha, Kylie in one season. I think that'd be really like
that's called soft porn. We can't watch that. That can't be on TV. That would be a good all winners kind of moment though. But also I don't know. They can go in that room, but if Bob ever goes back to all winners, y'all might hang up flash. It's because you can't out shit Bob. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would be scared for you and Bob to have a conversation.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Oh, I can't wait for the day. I can't wait.
Bob would genuinely probably be obsessed with you, because both of y'all stress me out in like the most chaotic way, and y'all act just the same. You might be a little bit crazy, but like you and Bob would definitely have a phenomenal conversation. Y'all would be fucking great in the same room. But yeah, if Bob walked into all winners season, baby, it's over. I'd live.
Oh, not a single word. Not a single word would not be twisted if you're in a room with Bob and Niru. Every single word.
You won't even know where it started. Yeah, you won't even know where it started.
Right.
Right. Wait.
Now I'm excited.
Can I pop in? I don't know if you guys were about to ask this, but can we ask about the rap, the Congeniality rap?
I have.
Long story short, they gave me lyrics to the rap, and it was absolutely atrocious. And I said, I'm not doing this. I have to write my own. So I sat in the car with Jack, and I was coming up with like random stuff, and then finally got home and just like wrote it myself. It was stuff like the word tryst, And what the fuck is Tris? Oh my god! Yesterday, Jack randomly, I showed Kylie the lyrics of the old one, and Kylie literally goes, "Amethyst and Robin had a tryst." She goes, "What the fuck is a tryst?" And I literally almost pissed my clothes. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't call and tell you. But yeah, the lyrics that they gave were awful, and I was like, Jack, they could have just said this and this and this. And just like, yeah, they could have. So Jack's proof that I don't have a ghostwriter, and I sat in the city and did it myself because they had like witnesses. Ghostwriter. Apparently, I have one of those, and I'm not smart. But yeah, they tried it. And I want to release the lyrics that they gave me so badly. And the music, oh my god, it was literally spoiler music, like the YouTube spoiler music. They wanted me to like rap to that, and I was like, no. And I was like, I need a beat that sounds like this. And everything that was on the stage, we all like obviously were in there together and like helped like tweak some stuff. But it was just like I just took what they gave me and said no and like reconstructed it all because I can't put out my talent show song and then do the talent show song and then go out there and do that they try to make me do. It would have just been such a defamation of the character amongst myself.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, because I was like,
damn.
Because when people were like wondering if you wrote it yourself, I was like, it sounds like how you write music. So I knew it was definitely you. But hearing that they had another version that was another version
Leland.
that was
Leland is getting
written.
dragged. Leland is getting dragged.
I can't say anything about Leland. He lives in Nashville.
Leland getting dragged by who?
No, by Amanda.
That's the guy that writes.
No, who dragging Leland?
You.
Oh, Leland ain't write that shit.
No.
Oh, Skeletal definitely didn't either, right?
Skeletal.
Okay, good. All is well. I was like,
let's just say someone clicked the button on the rhyming word website in
ChatGPT.
They put it in ChatGPT, write rap for cornbread, and they really.
Honestly, I mean, because it was the word. Literally, I'll just say this later, and I'm gonna leave it at this. One of the lines was, "Irene, the bitch made ice water. Don't mess with her. She's somebody's drag daughter."
Oh my!
And whose drag daughter is she? And also, they did walk that fucking walk, not even walk that fucking duck.
Jack, you messy.
Sorry.
We're moving on. Next, Jack, you are so fucking messy.
You
are so fucking messy.
Walk that fucking walk, as in like the pan?
No. Now your ass gonna take
walk
it.
Get me up off the screen.
I got to go.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on.
Well, on that note, I think
chaotic.
we do need to let's wrap things up. It's almost 8. It's 8 p.m. So.
Oh my god.
The most chaotic thing on the planet. Like you were waiting for a moment, and you just found it. You just knew. Your representation, and that you were just such shady. I knew where you were going. It's so funny that you streamed that, but you got blocked by Jiggly. So are you sorry? Is it you doing all the
Jiggly, the amazing judge of Drag Race Philippines, has blocked me.
Damn, that's probably why you do Binge Queens, because you know Jiggly was on Binge Queens.
Oh,
that's why. Okay, I am going to. Well, thank you so much, Cornbread, for what?
Are you excited for All Stars 8? We gotta ask that.
I am. I saw the little clip thing. I thought RuPaul looked really cute in it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited for it now. I like that little promo situation. I would have liked it better if I was there, but I wasn't. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm like really thrilled. It's gonna be fun. I'm so nervous to see who the cast is. Like I don't know who's cast on it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
oh my gosh. Yeah, you have
Jimbo,
no idea.
But I don't know who's on the cast. Jimbo's great. I don't know who's on the cast, but like I'm excited to see like the announcement. Oh my god, it's a beer can over there. I thought about candy, but like I'm so excited about. Jimbo?
Thank you so much for coming and joining us in the podcast.
Yeah.
Are there any exciting? Is there anything you'd like to tell the people that you're up to? Any social medias you want to plug?
Honestly, probably not. I'm not doing shit with my life. Please don't come to any of my shows. No, I'm kidding. No, I've been doing the same thing. I've been running around just working and living life. So just continue to be messy on Twitter. That's my favorite thing. Can I at least have some foundation there for the video? Yeah, let's just continue to be chaotic on the internet. It's like my favorite thing to do. And always remember, if you're ever stressed out about life, just don't call Niru for advice because you'll probably leave 10 times as stressed as you already are, because I've never stressed out so much. A 1 hour interview turned into 5 hours because 2 of those 5 hours was Niru over here stressing me out and saying things that we won't be able to use for this. Because
Yeah.
it is the start of cancel culture. If you translate cancel culture in Google translation, Niru will pop up next to it.
Yes, in
And
every
they will find a way to
language.
they find a way to stir the pot at any kind of situation. And Jimbo's their favorite drag queen, which is why
Love.
they'll probably win all stars. Yeah, but no, that's about it.
Thank you. And we will see you all next week. And thank you, Jack, I guess, for being here, I guess.
Yeah, I was also
Oh.
just here.
Say bye.
Yeah.
Tell the people bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh!